I'm a huge Kiss fan.
Yeah.
So it's up there with T2.
Yeah, a lot of people love that one.
Yeah, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you must have had fun when you were filming it, right?
Oh, we had a blast, dude. We had a blast. It's, I don't know, it's a good time, man. You're shooting like a kind of like, like a stoner road trip comedy with like Kiss producing it. You
Exactly.
know? You can never go wrong with that.
When the final film was done, what did the band say about it? Did they hang out with you? Did they say anything?
They liked it, I think. They were, like Gene Simmons was an active producer on it, so like, we got to, we flew in the Kiss Jet, which was awesome, and we got taken backstage on the tour, and we could like go see them and have dinner with them. I mean, it was a pretty rad experience. Yeah, I remember like I got home, I was with my friend Tim, and I'm just like, I play on the answering machine. I'm just kind of walking around, just doing whatever. And then Tim comes running in. He's like, "Dude, Gene Simmons, man, he just called your phone, man. He just left a message." And I'm like, "You're fucking with me." And of course, I play it, and it's like, "Hey, this is Gene Simmons. I want to talk to you about a project, and I want you to come down to my birthday party tonight." And I was like, "Oh, wow."
Really?
I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be there, man." And, oh my God, it was badass, dude. It was an awesome birthday party. It was crazy. I mean, I grew up in a very, sort of poor neighborhood. I was a poor kid, and I was having some family problems. So I like recently basically just like run away from home kind of situation. And I was hanging out at the boys club in Pasadena. That's kind of where I go hang out. And I see this like kind of older lady just kind of staring at me like, smiling at me. And she's like, yeah, she's like, she comes straight over to me, talk to me. I'm 13 years old. I don't even know if it's 13 yet. It's 12 or 13, yeah. She comes up to me and she says, "I'd like you to try out for a movie." And I'm like, "What kind of movie is this?" So basically we get there and this is like, "Oh, it's for Terminator 2. Directed by James Cameron." So I was a big James Cameron fan already. I loved Aliens, and The Abyss, and the original Terminator. So I'm like, damn, this is awesome. And my first audition was just improv. And having just been like this runaway, it's just like your first audition. She just had me improv. She's just like, "I want you to be mad at your mom. Just pretend you're mad at your mom. Have an argument with her, whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you, mom, yeah." And it's like it just kept going on and on and on. And my last audition, Jim Cameron came out and was like, "I don't want you to tell anybody yet because I have to work out with the studio and stuff." But he's like, "I think you got the part."
Wow.
Dude, I'm so blessed to have been a part of it. It's like, it's been, it changed my life in so many ways, man. And for good, and for bad sometimes, but for mostly good for me. Yeah, you know what, dude? Like, it's funny, man. Like, I do, but I'm fascinated by it. And that's like, I think that's like the thing with human nature, man. We're just like, this might destroy the world, but damn, this is crazy.
Yeah. Better hope it don't happen. They're gonna come to you for help.
Yeah. I don't know. It's nuts, man. I mean, from what I understand, like from what I've seen, it's like like ChatGPT, right? Like it takes everything from the internet and kind of pastes it together and stuff. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's wild. I do. I think it's wild. And we have these kind of conversations online that people have had with ChatGPT, and it's fascinating, man. It's fascinating. I mean, there are people that are warning against AI and all of that, but it's like, even me, man, it's terrible. It's like, I'm like, but I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Zombies would be pretty cool.
Yeah, what?
Zombies would be pretty tight. Yeah.
So you're gonna go with zombies?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Because they're right?
Yeah, they don't. I mean, are these like fast zombies or are they the slow kind?
Your choice.
My choice, I'll go for the slow one. That'd be cool, man. It'd be like Shaun of the Dead or whatever.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead was awesome.
Got a little red on you.
All right, next one.
that was sort of a mixed bag, because I remember when see, I had recently, I've been clean for like 5 years now, so it's like, this was right when I first got, oh, thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you. But it's like, this is right when I was like still in rehab. And so I got a call, and they're like, hey, they want to see you for the new Terminator movie. And I mean, I'm just clean, but I'm like, oh my God, there is a God. I'm like, thank God. Yeah. And I got there, and the guy, and when I met with him, he's like, yeah, so what we want you to do is we want you to play you at 4. This is how it was explained to me. You at 14, when you're John Connor, and we're just gonna blow you away. We're gonna kill you right in the beginning. And I was like, okay. And I was like thinking of like some I'm like, this has been my dream my whole life, is of course to dress up like a 14-year-old and fucking be like whatever happened to Baby Jane, But I mean, look, it was cool because a big thing for me was a big thing that bummed me out for a long time, and Nick Stahl ended up doing a great job, and he's a friend of mine, and I love him. But I lost Terminator 3 because I had in my contract no drugs, and I went and had a drug overdose. So I lost that. But I'd always kind of carried that, so it was really nice that they sort of handed me back the mantle to it. I was like, yeah, damn, okay, yeah, all right.
Good for you, another
round.
Yeah.
Like, thank you. But yeah, man, when I was there, I was like, I don't know, man. People, the whole movie surrounds protecting John Connor. That's the movie. So, and it was like this, and it's also now we're just switching that for another John Connor. That doesn't make sense, But they were like, I was hoping it would, and I was like, okay, and when Jim mentioned that I was in it, the people were coming, and they were like, dude, that's so great, you're gonna be in the new Terminator, and I was like, cool, man, you should go see it, you should see it. I couldn't say anything,
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's awesome, man. I wouldn't get too excited, but that was really cool. It was pretty wild. Like, I got to meet Aerosmith. And the thing is like when I meet rock bands, I don't give a shit when it comes to actors, just because I am one and I meet a lot of them and whatever. But when it comes to like rock stars, I worship these people. Like, I grew up like reading biographies on them, and they were like superheroes to me, you know what I mean? Especially like, during my kind of teenage years, like, whatever. So when I met Aerosmith, I was, I kind of turned into kind of a clan, like whatever. When I met Metallica, it was the same thing. I was like, I remember I was with my girlfriend at the time. We did the music video for that, and same thing. Like we were hanging out with them back, back in their trailer and everything, and they're like, yeah, man, you should come out with us, have drinks afterwards or whatever. And I'm like, no, that's okay. And like we're walking out, and my ex-girlfriend was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, you just got invited. I was like, I don't know. I just can't pretend that's normal. So, yeah.